Good morning, everyone. I am Liv. Jen is out for the day, and so I'm taking over. But good morning, and we're here with Party on Pearl. So if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Kris Miller, and I have Ellie Mills Mercantile in Jackson.
I'm Lakin Camp, and I have Chavez Crossing Boutique here in Jackson that's located inside of Ellie Mills.
And we're going to be back after the break and talk with them about their cool event coming up, Party on Pearl Street. So we'll get back with them right after this.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Welcome back. So you guys have a cool event coming up this Saturday, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's just what the name is. It's a party on Pearl Street. Pearl Street will be blocked off from Broadway to Portsmouth, and we're using the parking lot behind the pub, and we're going to have a cornhole tournament, kind of pre-Father's Day.
Yeah.
We're having a hoop shoot.
Yes.
Basketball hoop shoot. We have bouncy houses, live music, and food.
Oh.
It's always got to be food.
Yeah.
So, it's we just wanted to, have something fun in the community
Yeah.
for
So
the summer.
I know we talked a little bit about this off air, but do you want to go ahead and tell us about how Party on Pearl came to be about?
Oh, yeah. So essentially, we were just kind of talking. We had talked about it at the store a little bit, and I just kind of thought, what is happening before Apple Festival? Like, what do we have going on in town that people can come downtown and kind of check out, our businesses downtown and things like that? And there was really kind of like nothing besides, like you have your First Thursday events and stuff like that. But there, and so I remembered that Chillicothe had done like a volleyball tournament, and that brings so many people downtown and lets people come into the small businesses and stuff. And I thought, what is something that we could do? And I was like, well, we have this little back parking lot here, and we got this little street, So I went to Kris and pitched her the idea of doing the cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it started. It was there, and then it's just grown to now this, and we're hoping that it's successful and people come out and check out our downtown and the businesses and how we all came together to make this happen.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So I heard that you have some live music coming.
We do. Ben Davis Jr., he's always a crowd favorite, so he's going to be there. And I think is it Andy Milliken?
I believe so.
I think that's his last name. I'm sorry, Andy. I'm just not with it. But, yeah, they're going to be playing, so it'll be nice out there. And
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
So I don't know how to say this, but where is all the money coming from? Are you guys donating it? Are people donating their time? How is that?
We did the sponsorship, and so we raised some money from sponsorships. The Downtown Jackson Association, is that it?
Yes.
They assisted with helping in that, and then just essentially all of Kris and I with our small business have put out money. Some other people have put out, to help assist with this, and then that's why we have these shirts on today too. So Kayla from Malway Designs. She did this design, and then Lindsay from Elbrook Marketing done this one. Today they're going live that you can pre-order to purchase, and that money is going back in to helping to continue to keep this event going and to support the small businesses.
That's amazing.
And the Downtown Business Association, we just do special events. It just raises the money for that. So the money that we do raise from this, which we only have, it's $20 for a team for the the cornhole tournament, and that'll go to that, to the Downtown Business Association. And we've got great prizes
Yeah, we
for the
do.
cornhole tournament. Yeah. Like first place is Reds tickets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So second place is 18 holes of golf with the cart for each person. And then the third place are freestanding basketball hoops. So some nice prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have prizes for the hoop shoot too?
The hoop shoot's kind of a fun thing, just a fun thing to play around with. We do have another thing that people can win, though.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot about that.
If they go into the participating businesses uptown, they can get a ticket for each business.
Yeah.
And then turn the ticket in at our store. Excuse me. And then at the end of the day, which our event is 2 to 6, so at the end of the evening, we'll draw a ticket, and we have a cooler with full of items from other businesses in town.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, So, you benefit from going to the other businesses and seeing what all they have and picking up your ticket.
Yes.
About how many other businesses would you say is helping?
It's on the back of the shirt.
I think there's 17, but yes, it is on the back of the shirt. So,
Very nice.
Yeah, just all uptown there so they can walk around, like at the sidewalk market.
Yeah. I was just uptown yesterday, so
It looks so nice.
yes.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot to improve since because I left for college and then I moved to North Carolina and then I just came back in October. So
Yes.
yeah, they've done a lot to improve, I will say that. So what do you see happening in the future with Party on Pearl, or what do you hope to see?
I mean, I hope it's something that continues. I'm hoping that it grows. That's really my hope, and it's just something that the community enjoys, really, and just sharing the new. I mean, we have a lot of small businesses, new ones now that have moved in. So that was, you get out, you come downtown, you notice things, you see new things, you meet new people. So I think it's just growth, bringing community together, and just something that we can continue. I mean, that's really my vision for it. I mean, I don't know what yours is, but
Yeah, definitely. We had just the other day a lady posted on our page that she and another friend had come to town, and they were surprised by everything there was to do. They had lunch at the spot and just then walked around. So they were surprised at what Jackson had to offer, and it's just going to continue to grow, I think. So
Yeah, I think it's going to continue to grow as well. So what is one of your favorite things that's going to be at this event, do you say?
food.
yeah.
There will be food for sale.
What kind of food?
Just like food you can carry around. Just I think the pub is doing grilled hot dogs and
Yes, I think
that
she's
they're
going to
doing
do
that.
like a patio barbecue style
nice.
thing set up. I have to verify that, but I'm pretty sure that was her idea. And then we've got Spun Sweetness coming. Archinetti's is coming down. And then,
And we've talked to 6 Cents about, so I'm not sure what they're doing yet. So, so there'll be some kind of like finger foods, you know. So it'll be good.
So what is there for the kids to do? I know you mentioned bouncy houses and stuff.
we've got bouncy houses. I think someone had mentioned about setting up to do face painting. She also has some cookies for sale. So I forgot the cookie cottage will be set up too. So you have Spun Sweetness, cookie cottage, and then I think she's going to do face painting as well for the kids. And then I'm not sure quite. There's some other stuff. You got the hoop shoot too that they can participate in and play with. But yeah, that's kind of it.
We were when we were in the talking stage, we kind of were focusing on dads,
Yeah.
getting out there and playing cornhole, since Father's Day's on Sunday.
Yeah. So how do people sign up for the cornhole tournament?
Well, they can come into the store and sign up,
Okay.
or it's also on Facebook. I know Elbrook Marketing has put it on her site, and Ellie Mills Mercantile, Chavis Crossing. It's been, I think the Downtown Association has put it out on their site as well on Facebook. So you can sign up there.
And you said it's $20 for a team?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about the Party on Pearl, or anything we missed?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Well, thanks
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Of course. And we'll be right back after the break with Paper City Mentoring.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
Welcome back, and I'm here with, you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Austin Powell. I'm the Executive Director for Paper City Mentoring Project.
And I'm Lakin Woods. I am the Match Support Specialist for Paper City Mentoring Project.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
So you want to just tell us a little bit about what the Paper City Mentoring Project is?
Yeah, Lakin, do you want to take a stab at the Paper
Sure.
City Mentoring Project?
Sure. So the Paper City Mentoring Project is a nonprofit organization that supports youth in our community. And a fun fact that I learned not that long ago is that it was actually started by 2 teachers in our community that recognized a need for youth wanting support. So they had some students that would kind of hang out in their rooms and just need somebody to talk to. So these teachers started up the Paper City Mentoring Project, and then to support that, they started up Paper City Coffee. So we both kind of work hand in hand, and we're great partners. But from there, it's just kind of grown and flourished, and now we have about 15 matches, so about 15 teens that are paired with an adult in our community-based program. And then we also do some things within the school. So I get to hang out at Pioneer School on Thursdays for our Do Good Club. And then I also get to go out to Pickway Ross and talk with students there. So it's really kind of growing and flourishing. So
Yeah.
Really-
So we're really focused on the teenage years. We think that probably high school can be challenging for everyone. And then we have some teens and some that could probably use some extra support on top of that. So we really just want to put a caring adult in their corner to cheer them on. And then in addition to our really core programs with the one-on-one mentoring and then the school-based programs that Lakin does, we do monthly events that are open to any teen. So even if they're not in the mentoring program, we have free fun activities that we get to do throughout the community and help build a space for them to hang out.
Oh, that's awesome. So how did you guys come in to be involved with this?
So one of my mentors, actually, one of the people in the community that I've looked up to for several years, was like, hey, there's this opening and I think that you would be great at it. And so, I jumped right on it because I'm really passionate about our youth, our teenagers. I have my own teenager. So I was like, maybe this will help me navigate this because it is hard. Yeah. It is hard. I remember being a teenager and it was difficult. So I just wanted to make a difference within the community, but start with the youth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I actually started as a mentor and a volunteer with the Mentoring Project. I had a fabulous teen, Lexi, and it was just really cool to see it from that side of things. Lots of things going on in our teenage world, lots of probably negativity or negative stereotypes, but all of our teens are really awesome and have something incredible to offer our community and their futures. And so when the opportunity came open for the executive director position, I was just really excited to jump in and fill another role for it.
Yeah, I got 5 teenage brothers at home, so...
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because my mom she does foster care.
Okay.
And so they're all adopted.
Yeah.
So they're a little wild right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's awesome.
High school's hard.
Yeah.
Teenagers are hard.
yeah, that's very true. So what's been like a very inspiring story that you've witnessed or been a part of?
Yeah, I'll share one, and then I'm guessing Lakin has one that we've just been chatting about. We had one of our first teens, so before Lakin and I were in the program's been in existence for 9 years. But she just recently posted graduating OU as a first-generation college student. And so she was able to share, she was sharing her story on her page and also allowed us to share it on the mentoring project. But she became a teen mom. She had a lot of struggles, various struggles within her family dynamic and mental health, but was able to, like I said, she was one of the first teens in the program. And now she has 2 children. She's married. She owns her home, and again, just graduated college. And I just think that's awesome that the mentoring program was there, just to provide an extra person in their corner to cheer them along the way.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a graduate recently that I got to sit down with and have a conversation with him and his mentor and kind of learn more about his story. So this teen specifically had lost both parents within a couple years of each other, which I can't imagine, as an adult, let alone a teenager. So he struggled with some mental health, but flourished, came to our program about a year after he lost his mother, got matched with a mentor that had some shared lived experiences, but also was a little different from him. So he got to experience and explore some new parts of the community that I wasn't quite familiar with. Yeah. But it kind of opened some doors for him to find other people and kind of fit in somewhere. But through our program, this teenager was able to obtain his license. He's gained employment, and he has his own house. And all this while he's graduating. So
Graduating high school.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Graduating high school. And he's working. He's going on to continue his career. He went to Pickway Ross, so he was able to obtain a certification through there. And he's hopeful to come back and mentor for us and share his lived experience. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's
Very cool.
very fulfilling.
So if someone wants to be a mentor, how do they do that?
Yeah, great question. So they can go to papercitymentoringproject.org. We have more information on there about what it takes to be a mentor. So we typically, you need to be 22 years of age or older. We run you through a background check, and then you need to be able to commit, on average, about 4 hours a month to spend with your teen. So if they go to our website, or they can reach out to us with our emails, they can fill out a form, and then actually Lakin will be in touch with them, and we'll take them through the process, which includes giving them more information about the program, hearing more about their interest, and really getting to know them and why they want to do it. And Lakin does a fantastic job of actually matching our mentors with our teens. So it's not just like number 4 mentor that signed up, you're with number 14 that signed up. There's a lot of intentionality behind finding a good match and putting the adult with the teen that we think is going to best suit them.
Do you have to live in Chillicothe to be a mentor?
You do not. Yeah.
No, but right now all of our teens are Ross County residents, so you have to be willing, I would say, to kind of travel to Chillicothe to mentor.
Yep.
So if you're a kid and you want to be a part and you want a mentor, how would you do that?
Yeah, same thing. They can go to our website, and there's a whole section for teens, and then they can sign up. They can self-sign up. So we have some teens that are like, yes, I need a mentor. We have some parents. We have some foster parents that are like, hey, I want to link up my teen with them. We have teachers. We get referrals from all around, and it's a very similar process. So Lakin will meet with that teen, hear more about them. We want to make sure we will never force a teen. You know, if you're like, my teen doesn't want to do it, but I want them to do it. We're not the project for them. We really want them to be engaged in wanting to do it. And so Lakin again meets with them, kind of hears their interest, and then helps find out like, what are you looking for in a mentor, so that she can match them with the right person.
Have you guys thought about expanding it to other counties?
We're not there yet. We're a pretty small group right now. We do have a waiting list pretty frequently for our teens. But one of the things with that is we want to continue to grow the program to make sure that we can reach all of the teens in Ross County right now. Because again, I think we have such a limited capacity currently. And that's kind of where our pickleball tournament fundraiser, the Chili Pickle Classic, comes in. So we can definitely chat about that a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah, so June 22nd, we're going to do a fundraiser. It's going to be at Yaktangi Park in Chillicothe. It's called the Chili Pickle Classic. It's a pickleball fundraiser with an emphasis on the fun. So we are looking forward to the day. We have 2 brackets. So we have an adult competitive bracket. So for the folks that play pickleball all the time, know what they're doing and are really engaged, that's the bracket for them. But we have an adult recreational bracket that has actually already sold out once. And so we added some more team slots. But if you are just doing pickleball for fun, you want to support a great cause, that would be the place for them. But so June 22nd, we're going to have Lori Graves emceeing the event, and anything with Lori is always fun and hilarious. So
we love Lori.
We're feeling strong about that. And then we'll have some food trucks. So 7 Mile Smokehouse will be there, as well as Legends Pit Stop, Smashburgers food trucks will be there. So really looking forward to just bringing out various parts of the community. We have had registers from Jackson, we've had from Lancaster, from Cleveland, and then we've had some from out of state in Michigan and West Virginia. So we're really looking forward to just getting some folks together and raising some funds that will hopefully help us expand our programming in Ross County, and then maybe one day into other counties as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you said that's June 22nd?
June 22nd, it's a Sunday. We'll start registration for teens at 11, but definitely encourage folks to sign up their team now. There's also a chance for them to win cash prizes. We've heard some feedback about the registration fees being a little higher than normal pickleball tournaments. And we completely understand that, but what we want to portray is we think it's more than just a pickleball tournament. It's a fundraiser. All the funds raised are going right back into helping us serve more teens. All of our mentors go through a training process that helps us cover funding for training, and then the free activities that we put on. So we've had a paint and sip night. We've had how to container garden. We're headed to Tecumseh. We're going to a paints game. And so really just by participating in it, you get your free T-shirts, you get a chance at a cash prize, but there's a much larger impact that you're having for our community that we really appreciate everyone that's signed up so far.
Yeah, that's amazing. So where are the pickleball things?
Yes, great question. So within Yaktangi Park, they have the tennis courts. They have traced out 4 pickleball courts and pickleball nets. So we'll be converting the tennis courts there for pickleball.
Okay.
Yes.
I've only been to Yaktangi Park a few times because I don't go there often, but
no, it's great. It's beautiful. We hope people come and hang out, and then it's just a walk up the hill, and then you're in our downtown Chillicothe, which of course has a lot of great places to eat and visit and shop. So we're really hoping to just bring some more people to the community.
Yeah, for sure. So how many teams do you have signed up right now? Do you know?
So our recreational bracket, we have 16 teams, and all the teams are doubles. It's a mixed double tournament, and we have 6 teams. So let me do my math really quick. 22? 20, does that right math?
Yeah.
22 teams signed up so far. And like I said, we had capped the rec bracket, but then had so much interest in it. So I think we have about another 8 slots that we can handle for the rec bracket. So sign up quick if that's you. And then, of course, the competitive bracket, we have a few spots left.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your most rewarding part of your job?
For me, it's just being able to assist teens in finding community, and not only the teens, but the mentors that are part of it as well, and the baristas at the coffee shop, right? It's like a big family. And even for me, it's finding community within our community. I like to, send out postcards for people's birthdays and match anniversaries, and I always put like, love your Paper City fam, because I feel like it is a family. And being able to provide that for someone that might not necessarily know how to find that on their own is so fulfilling and rewarding.
Yeah. I had a very similar answer. I think it's seeing our community come together and surround our teens so that they feel a sense of belonging. I think that's really important for everyone. I feel like sometimes we all feel a little bit isolated or disconnected. And so exactly what Lakin was talking about, not just the Paper City mentoring staff, not just the Paper City coffee staff, but we partner each month, United Way of Ross County, Tecumseh is partnering with us to make it happen. Shank's Bakery and Boba donated cakes for our, and so we try to really share that with the teens to say like, hey, we're all here, but also all these businesses and all these organizations and all these people are behind you and you belong here. And so I think that's just really cool that when I make an ask to someone, they're always like, absolutely, we'll do that. And I'm like, oh, great, like, awesome. And so I hope that our teens feel that, and I think that they feel that, and they start to feel that sense of community.
Yeah, Jen's always said that. Us being in smaller communities, everyone's always backing people up.
Yeah.
And Ross County is a little bit bigger than Jackson, but it's the same.
Same feel, for sure.
Very tight-knit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the Appalachian culture, I think, is something that we value. But also, it's kind of hard to bring that all together and kind of piece it all together, right? Especially in Ross County, we have areas that are like 15 minutes out of town, 25 minutes out of town. So being able to provide a safe space for everybody to kind of meet up and see that is a big part of what we do.
So you said it's in connection with a coffee shop. So you want to tell me a little bit about that coffee shop? And
Yeah, so Paper City Coffee, they are on Paint Street, 47 South Paint Street. We have to make sure we're going south and not north. So the coffee shop was initially founded and to support the Paper City Mentoring Project, and that has evolved in different ways over the last 9 years. And so they are an incredible partner to us. They provide us our space whenever we need it to meet teens. So we had an after-hours event last night. Everyone comes to the coffee shop after hours, which is super incredibly beneficial to us to have a space for them to come. During the day, kind of talking about that sense of community, we try really hard and to be intentional about like, hey, these are our teens. These are the baristas that work at Paper City Coffee, so that when they come in, there's like a friendly face saying like, hey, how are you doing? How's your day? The coffee shop also provides great benefits to our teens and to our mentors. So if our teen is coming in to meet with their mentor, they can have a free meal at Paper City Coffee. Our mentors can grab a free drink there. And again, it's just an extra perk, and again, creating a space for them there. So we really couldn't do it without Paper City Coffee. It's a great location for us. I work out of there, I would say, like 3 or 4 days a week. So I think it's everyone has the familiar faces and know about it.
So if someone is seeing this and they want to donate, how can they do that?
Yeah, so we have, I keep referring back to the website, so papercitymentoringproject.org. We have a couple different ways you can donate. You can donate through PayPal. We also have a Venmo, so if you type in Paper City Mentoring on Venmo, they can send a donation that way. And if they prefer the writing a check and mailing it, you can mail it to the Paper City Coffee Shop, made out to the Mentoring Project. And again, that's 47 South Paint Street. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So do you have any other like events coming up?
So our fundraiser is our biggest event that's really open to the community. If there's some Ross County teens listening to this, we are doing a summer series program all summer long. We're meeting once a week for 2 hours. It includes free lunch, and we are going all over Ross County to do different projects. So this past Monday, we were at Danbury Cinema. We got a behind-the-scenes tour. We got to hear about the local film commission that's in process, have lunch. Next week, we're partnering with the Ross County Park District. They have a new nature preserve that's not open yet, so our teens are going to get a kind of sneak peek of that and also help get it ready. So doing some give back and environmental stewardship. But all summer long, we will be doing different events. We're going to go see the Hopewell Mounds. We're going to go visit some museums and historical societies. And so we have that on our Facebook. Our Facebook is a great place for individuals that are interested in either volunteering or donating or getting involved. But that would be, I think, our next big event, which is a weekly event throughout the summer. Did I miss anything?
They'll get to meet the mayor also. So
they'll get to meet the mayor, yeah. So we're going to do a city hall
Yeah.
behind the scenes for the city of Chillicothe.
Yeah.
Kind of hear about, like, what are the jobs there that they might not even know that's something that I should consider doing. But then also talk to the mayor and talk to other appointed officials about, like, why does the city do this? Or what if we wanted to see an improvement here, and really engage with the local government.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing that you guys are doing that. Because, you know, some people, like, they only eat at school.
Yes.
And so having that as at least one meal a week they can count on is amazing.
Absolutely. And that's another incredible partnership that we have with the Chillicothe City School District that runs their summer feeding program. Mary Montgomery is great. I texted her. I was like, we want to do this. Can you help us? And she said yes. So, we just provide a free meal, free activity. Come hang out.
And if transportation's a barrier, please let us know, because another partner is a Chillicothe transit system. So we've been able to ride the bus and take the bus to some of these activities. But we can also schedule like an on-demand pickup from their house as long as they live within city limits.
Yep.
If you're out in the county, just let me know. We'll find a way.
The Lakin Mobile will be coming by, scoop you up. So.
My mom mobile.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing, like what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
It's something that a lot of people need, and a lot of places don't have it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been very rewarding, and it's very fun.
It is.
I'm like, I get to go plant a garden tomorrow, and I get to head to Tecumseh later, and it's just hanging out with teens, and they're brutally honest sometimes. They're very open, so they keep me on my toes. Absolutely.
I learn just as much from them as they learn from us, if not more.
Yeah. So it's great.
So, I don't know. I'm thinking of a question. Sorry.
No, that's good. Anything else you want to?
We are also accepting volunteers. So if you just want to come and hang out for the pickleball tournament.
Yes.
We're just volunteers just for that day, even if it's for a few hours. Hang out with me, help me pass out water, whatever that might look like. So
You'll get a free shirt. Shawnee State University has sponsored our T-shirts for the entire event, which is awesome. Really appreciate them supporting our teens in the program. And it is going to be a fun day. And like I said, you guys know Lori, so
we love Lori.
That's all I have to say. I was like, Lori Graves will be there. It'll be great. What could go wrong?
they will be filled with fun and laughter.
That's right.
Are there like bleachers there for people to sit on, or
so there's not bleachers, so we would have folks bring their chair, set up around the tennis courts. We're gonna be pushing out a little bit more information as it gets closer about like the best way to pop in and watch the tournament, watch the fun. But more than likely bringing chairs is going to be your best option.
Yeah. BYOC.
That's right. That's right.
So you said there's going to be food there?
Food there.
And the pickleball tournament, and Lori's going to be there.
Yep. Chance to win cash prizes. And then we're also doing, so for the first place teams, we have really cool looking paddle covers that in place of trophies, and then second and third place teams will get some pretty cool looking medals. So it'll be a good time.
So for each, like, because you said there's recreational, and what's the other one?
A competitive bracket.
Are there winners for each of those?
Yes. First place, second place, and third place teams for both brackets.
That's awesome.
Yeah. First place for the adult competitive bracket is a $300 cash prize in addition to the trophies. And then for the adult recreational, it's a $200 cash prize.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much is it to register a team?
Yeah, so for the adult recreational, for both players, it's $100 per team, and then for the competitive, it's $150. So $75 per person. And again, that includes 2 shirts for the team, and then the chance to win that cash prize. Yeah. And most importantly, the money's going right back into the mentoring project and helping us do what we do.
That's what's most important.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do outside of this?
I have a 7-year-old. It keeps me very busy. Yeah. So that is my life there. Lakin, you do some pretty cool things outside of this.
Yeah, so this is my day job, I guess you could call it. I do a couple of other things. I work with peer recovery supporters in the community as well. Through Ross County Community Action. And then I also get to facilitate some trainings for peer recovery supporters through the state every now and then. So I get to stay involved in the community on that side of things. And also I have a teenager and a baby, so I stay very busy.
So what is the peer recovery?
Peer recovery?
Yeah, sorry.
Peer recovery support is... it's a certification through the state of Ohio, so individuals are trained, tested, and certified. But the requirement is that they have to have a lived experience in mental health or substance use disorder. So they use their lived experiences to help kind of mentor, guide, and support other individuals that are in recovery or maybe not there yet.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you just love helping others.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's very good at it.
Yeah.
Very good at it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing that you do all of that. I don't know how you keep it straight with 2 kids as well.
I asked ChatGPT to help me with my calendar.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked.
I got 2 jobs, so I might need that. Yeah. And wedding planning, so.
Telling on myself, yeah.
Use your resources.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, what's one of the events that you remember most doing with the teens, or was your favorite?
I would say snow tubing.
I was like, man, snow tubing was pretty fun. I was thinking about that.
In February, we got to go out of town for snow tubing. So it was kind of like a drive, but I feel like during that drive, I got to really talk to the teens more than what I usually would have. So we got to talk, we got to hang out, we got to eat some food, and learn a lot about them that way. But then when we got there for snow tubing, it was like a blast. Like, I want you to go with me. And, just being asked to go down on a tube with them, like, that is rewarding because it's like, oh, they kind of like me. Yeah. Maybe I'm not so grandma after all, So, yeah, I think that was the most fun.
Where was that at?
Up in Mansfield?
Yes.
Oh, that's a track up there. That is a drive.
I cannot remember what it was called. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I was between snow tubing and then our paint and sip in April. So we had a very full house. United Way of Ross County joined us. Trevor, who works there, is an incredible artist as well. And so he led our teens and their mentors through a painting. And it was fun because it was a full house and a lot of chaos. But it was also really fun because like the energy shift in the room as they were like struggling through the paint. Like at first it was like, this is so much fun, I can't wait to paint. Yeah. And then you got into it and like you're like, what is in front of me? I don't know. And Trevor kept saying, trust the process. And they were like very uncomfortable with doing something new and maybe not being the best at it. And then it like after they trust the process, or they were forced to trust the process, at the end, like everyone's paintings were really, really good. Yeah. And so then for them to be like, okay, I muddled through that. It was a little hard and uncomfortable and sticky, but then I got this cool thing on the end. Yeah. So I thought that was just fun. I did not paint. I just like kind of like bouncing around and like talking to everyone. So I had like a little bit of a different perspective, but I was like, see, like try something new. It's uncomfortable at first, but there's an end result that's usually pretty good. So
Yeah, we did one of those like with my family for someone's birthday, and like everybody's was so different but yet the same.
Yes, yes. It was very cool.
Yeah. You got to see them kind of express themselves. They had done like a coffee cup with like a latte and the fancy foam on the top, so they all got to make their foam whatever they wanted. And so like we had someone that made a skull in the foam, and that was cool. And then there was hearts,
and there was some animals in there. It was. They're
Lots of
like,
different
what do you want
things.
your latte art to be? And that was all like they got to put their own spin on it. It was cool.
Yeah, more animals is more advanced than I could do. Mine would be
I was
hard.
I was like, and a circle. Yeah, it was very cool.
That's awesome. So, Trevor from the United Way, right? You said?
Yes.
He just volunteered his time to do that?
Yeah,
or?
so United Way of Ross County is one of our major funders for our program. So Trevor and Andrea's the executive director there, have just been fabulous partners, not just the funding. The funding is obviously what keeps us going, but they're like, if you ever want to partner on an event, and then I found out that Trevor was such an artist, and then I was like, could we do this? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. And so again, when I was talking about earlier, just being able to put an ask out to the community, and when they hear what it's for and that it's for our teens in the community, everyone's usually really on board with doing it.
Is there an event that you have in mind but haven't been able to bring to life yet?
Oh, that's a good question.
I've had lots of different ideas. We do have Alicia, who is our event coordinator, and I think kind of like birthed the idea of the pickleball tournament.
Yes,
if I'm
she
correct.
did. She did, 100%.
Shout out to Alicia.
Yes.
But she does an excellent job at kind of, I think she puts herself in like a teen's shoes and thinks about like what would they enjoy doing, and then she kind of brings that to life and makes it happen. But we've definitely had some different ideas floating around. One thing that I think is really cool and that the teens will enjoy is Objective Reality, which just reopened in our downtown area. So that was something that I think I would love to explore some more.
Yeah. Virtual reality gaming.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you guys done like paintball or laser tag or anything like that?
That sounds a little terrifying. I don't know if I want to get hit with paintballs by teenagers.
Well, laser tag.
Laser tag, maybe.
Yeah.
No, we haven't done that yet. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
They had like at the Festival of Flags, they had this inflatable thing, and you played laser tag in it.
Yeah.
My brothers did it. It was like $5 a person, so it was
That
pretty.
would be cool.
Yeah.
They enjoyed it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Not the paintball, though.
Yeah, the paintball. I will say it's been really nice. Like, sometimes you hear people like, there's nothing for kids to do, or there's nothing for this. But I would say, like, I think our events are booked out through, like, fall, just because there's all kinds of various things to do. So that's been really exciting. Yeah, laser tag. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Not paintball.
Not paintball. That might hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
And I'm not that quick, so.
Yeah, you gotta like dodge.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Nerf guns hurt enough, you know.
Yes. Agreed.
Oh goodness. So, what are you most excited for in the future with this whole mentoring?
I think for me, I just started in February in this position. So kind of that jump in and like get my bearings, but also help keep things moving forward. So like on a personal level, I'm really excited to like have a full year under my belt eventually and be like, okay, this is our schedule and this is how we get ahead of things. With that said, I'm also really excited about the direction that we're trying to go. So next year will be our 10 years. We're going to really ramp up communication and storytelling. We think 10 years is a nice spot where all of our teens from the first couple years are now into their adulthood. Yeah. And I think it's going to be really cool to bring them back and say, hey, where are you now? And what did the Mentor Project mean for you? And so I'm really excited to share that story, which I think amplifies what Lakin and I know and we see every day, that mentorship really does matter and it really does make a difference. And so sharing that with the community in hopes of continuing to gain support for our programming and expand our programming. So my dream is that we don't have a waiting list of teens because we're able to get all of our teens served and we have enough mentors for everyone. But that would be, I would need to clone Lakin a few times in order for that to do. But that's kind of what I'm envisioning in the future and kind of what my personal goals of working towards. So,
yeah. So I've been with the program for a little bit over a year now. In the in-between time, I did have a baby, so I took a little bit of time off there. Yeah. So for me, also, I would like to, find my comfortable spot, like get my groove all the way down and be, really confident in what it is that we're doing and talking about and sharing, which I most definitely am. But I also really look forward to the education part of it. So learning about, how can we make an impact in youth life? And there's a prevention conference this Friday that we'll be attending and talking about how mentorship plays a role in prevention. Yeah. All right, I'd like to learn about those type of things just to be able to expand on that and share that knowledge with others, right? Share it with our mentors, let them know that what they're doing is really making a difference. And again, of course, the storytelling and seeing the other side of things, like how mentorship has assisted the youth in being successful in their life, being a leader. I'm really looking forward to our wrap-up of our summer series. Yeah. So our teens will get to explore all these different things that are happening downtown. They'll get to explore out in the county. They'll get to kind of learn a lot about Ross County. And then they get to choose like what it is that they're passionate about or something that makes them angry, something that they would want to change. And they're going to get to volunteer, whatever that looks like. Yeah. So they're going to get to plan something and it's empowering. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what they come up with and support them in that.
Yeah, we think that'll be really cool. We had some funding from the Foundation of Appalachia, Ohio, and so we've set aside some of the money in the budget. So as Lakin said, once they get through the summer series and learning about the environment and the government and historical society, as Lakin said, and we've been laughing, like when you ask a teen, like, what are you passionate about? They're not sure, but we're like, what makes you angry? Okay, let's run with that. How do we change it? How do we help you? And so really letting them get creative with like, what do you want to do the last couple weeks of summer and how can we help support you do that?
Yeah, that's amazing. I think everything you guys are doing is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So don't forget, their pickleball tournament is June 22nd at Yoctangi Park.
Starts at 11.
11.
Register today because once we sell out again, we probably will not be opening additional slots.
All right. Well, Pete Wilson is in the house, so thank you guys so much for coming on and talking about that. Everything you guys do is amazing. Make sure to check them out. And we'll be right back with Pete after this break.
Thank you.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Welcome back. I'm here with Pete. So what's going on in the news today?
Okay, well, the timing is incredible on this because I just got a call 15 minutes ago from the Vinton County Sheriff's Office. I've already been on the 2 local radio stations where we have live shows, and we've posted some things online. And here is what is going on, and this is important, so listen up. The Vinton County Sheriff's Office has announced that a chemical leak has occurred at the Austin Powder Plant. That's in northern Vinton County near Zaleski, just south of Zaleski. And as a result of that chemical leak and the potential danger of it, the plant, where there's a lot of employees, has been evacuated. But also, State Route 677, which is near the plant, if you live on State Route 677 between U.S. Route 50 on the south, State Route 278 on the north, that section, you need to evacuate your residence, your property. You know, if you're along that road, also called Powder Plant Road, but it's State Route 677 on the map. You need to get out of there, evacuate. If you don't have a place to go, you can go to the MacArthur Firefighters Association building, which is in MacArthur on High Street. They will have a place for you, and you can stay there temporarily while this potentially dangerous situation exists. If you live in Zaleski, which is a small village north of the plant, more of a concentration of people, they are asking that you shelter in place. And I probably shouldn't use the word ask. You are ordered to shelter in place. What that means is you stay where you are, you stay indoors, you don't go out and leave, you don't mow out or sit on the front porch, stay in place. The chemical leak, the nature of the chemical, obviously potentially dangerous. I was on the line with the sheriff's office. They had to get back off the line to do some other emergency communications. So I do not know if there's been injuries or sicknesses or any potential casualties because of the chemical leak. I don't know what the chemical leak, what chemical was involved or how this occurred. Don't know how long the situation may exist. They just had to basically get on the line. I've been on the line with them twice to say what the situation is and what they want me to put out to the public. So you've heard it here on Main Street TV. It is posted on the Telegram's website, the newspaper website, as well as our Facebook page. And we promise, as we get more information, to keep you up to date on the situation, how long the evacuation and shelter-in-place orders will stay in place. So that is breaking definitely right now, Liv. Okay, some other things to tell you about. On the nice side, on Friday, there is going to be a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate something very special, and that is the new kayaking paddleboard station out at Hammertown Lake. We can show you what that looks like, Adrian, if you would there.
The kayaking.
The kayaking paddleboard station. There you are. No, that's okay. We definitely wanted you to see what this looks like because, you know, it's hard to put into words, but it's a very nice kiosk almost where it's self-serve. You can basically rent a kayak or paddleboard and then go out on Hammertown Lake and have some fun. So this is operational already. It's there. They are going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. The public is welcome to come 2 p.m. Friday. Now, if you haven't been out to Hammertown Lake very often, you're going out on the park side, which means if you're coming from Jackson, you're going out Jisco West Road, turning on Hammertown Lake Road, and basically driving right into the park, the lake area there. You're going to go all the way around that access road by the main shelter house to the end of that road where there is kind of like a turnaround and a parking area. That is also where the new boat launch area is. That is where this kayak paddleboard station is. You can go online and find out more about how you rent kayaks and paddleboards, and you can go out and see it for yourself, assess it. But we understand that it's already, received some customers there. Yeah. So we know that there's more folks that like the kayaking than you might think. Well, here is a way where you can do it without having to have your own kayak or paddleboard. So great recreational opportunity. I know that the Jackson County Tourism CVB is formerly what they call themselves. I know that they feel this is not only a nice recreational thing for the locals, it's another piece in the puzzle of tourism. Yeah. Having more people come to Jackson County to enjoy what they can here. So anyway, once again, that is now open out at Hammertown Lake. We do have a picture of that on the front page. You can see a little bit more and read a little bit more about that in today's paper. Also, speaking of something else that's coming up, do not forget that the world's largest acorn is going to be unveiled at Oak Hill. Much anticipated, about a 2-year process. I think that's how long it took to build this thing. It is huge. It is 15 feet high, 15 feet 5.5 inches high, a diameter of 11 feet 3 inches, 2,835 pounds. So I know that's hard to envision. We're not going to show you a picture because they want you to see it firsthand when they unveil it. So the unveiling, once again, we've announced this. We will repeat it. The unveiling will be this Saturday at noon. They're calling it a grand reveal. It is at the Central Memorial Park in the middle of Oak Hill, in the middle of the residential section there, that beautiful park that they built not all that many years ago. And the reason that they did they had a big fundraising campaign to pay for it, no government money involved. They wanted to celebrate the village's sesquicentennial. That means 150 years. They actually did that in 2023. They commissioned this world's largest acorn project. It has to be bigger than the one in Raleigh, North Carolina, because that's the biggest one now.
I saw that one.
Exactly. So this will be bigger. I don't know how much bigger, but it will be bigger, and it has done. It's just now a matter of everybody getting to see it. So the public is invited to come and see it, but once it's unveiled, it will be there for everybody to see. It was built by the Romar Metal Fabricating Company. That is a local company. Okay, some other things to tell you about real quick while we still have a little bit of time. The Cole Kirby and Associates law firm, that is in downtown Jackson. It is right across from the courthouse there. That is one of the major law firms in Jackson County. It's been there for a while. The two major partners are Bill Cole and Joe Kirby, and there's also two associate attorneys as well, Evan Cole and also Anthony Skoranek. Anthony Skoranek is a new attorney, so the reason I'm telling you about Cole Kirby and Associates law firm is that they're having a business after hours event with the Jackson Area Chamber of Commerce tonight. Now, they have these every now and then, maybe every month, but every other month. And the chamber, through the chamber, it allows a business to kind of open its doors to the public, not necessarily for business, but just a friendly, cordial, getting together type thing. Tonight, the business after hours will be at the Cole Kirby Law Firm, 227 East Main Street, from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Doesn't cost you a thing to go. They'll have some refreshments. The staff will be there. You can, see the law firm, the premises, and mostly important, just meet the folks who work at the law firm, and then they can meet you. You can learn a little bit more about what the law firm offers. They do a wide range of legal services. And speaking of Anthony Skoranek, he hasn't been on the firm for all that long. It'll be an opportunity for folks to meet him and for him to meet folks. So once again, that's 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. business after hours at the Cole Kirby and Associates law firm. Okay, we want to tell you about Hannah Potts. We have said so much about Hannah Potts, but she deserves the attention. She has had a season to remember, her senior season at Wellston. There she is up there. She is a pitcher for the Wellston Golden Rockets softball team that went all the way to the regional final in the tournament this year. Hannah was not only named to the first team all-district softball team, she was named the Player of the Year in Division 5, and that is all over southeastern Ohio. The coaches picked this team, so it means something. So let me tell you why she got picked. Todd Compson, our sports editor, who has covered a lot of the Wellston game, put these stats together, and if you know softball, you'll know how impressive this is. First of all, she posted a 20-4 record as the pitcher because she pitched almost all the games. She pitched 132 innings. At 132 innings, she had 289 strikeouts. So she's striking out more than two players an inning. Remember, there's 3 outs in an inning. So she's striking out most of the players she faces. Her ERA was 1.06. That means that she gave up 1 run in 7 innings, 1 earned run in 7 innings. So you didn't score very much against Hannah Potts. She had 2 perfect games, meaning no hits, no errors, no walks. That's very hard to do. 2 of them she had. 7 no-hitters, where there might have been a walk or an error, but there was no hits that she gave up. She only gave up 55 hits in 132 innings, only 20 earned runs, and only 28 walks. And, Liv, when you have a batting average, if you're a baseball, softball player, you want to be over 300, or maybe in softball or high school baseball, even higher than that. Well, the collective players against her batted 120. 120. Very, very low. So impressive. So congratulations to Hannah Potts. Also, congratulations to other first-team players from the area. Serenity Taylor, a pitcher from Jackson, was first-team All-District. Jordan Zinn, a pitcher from Vinton County, was also first-team as well, All-District in her division. Also, we want to tell you that Noah Ernst, who is a baseball player with the Jackson Ironmen, had a great season. Noah was named first team All-Ohio. So this is not district, this is statewide. I think we have a picture with Noah there, Austin. There you go, thank you. Whenever you're All-Ohio, boy, you need to get your picture on Main Street TV. That is number 25. He is getting the high five from Josh McGraw. He must have done something good there. But Noah is a catcher, a senior. He graduated. He was on that great Jackson team that went 25-2. Noah, first team All-Ohio, and he is going to Ohio University on a scholarship just up the road, but that is Division I. That's as high as it gets on the divisions in college. He hit .423. I told you what a good average that is. Had 22 hits, had 3 home runs. He drove in 26 runs, scored 22 runs. But one of the reasons, more than just the offense, that he is coveted by a school as big as Ohio University is his ability as a defensive player. He is a catcher, big, strong kid with a strong arm. Congratulations to Noah Ernst for being first team All-Ohio. Teammate Gavin Jones, who had a fabulous season as the pitcher, the main pitcher for Jackson, along with Tucker Williams, he was named second team All-Ohio. All right, want to remind you one more time, because this is such a great program. TLC Ministries is doing the Kids' Summers Meals. They have some places that they go every day for pickup locations where you get, 7 meals for the whole week. Kids can get 7 meals for the whole week, and they have different places you can go. You can only go one place per week, so it gets spread out and it's fair. But today, the place you can go is the Oak Hill Pool. That's at 315 Washington Street from 11 a.m. to 11:30, or here in Jackson, the Jackson City Library at 21 Broadway Street from 1:30 to 2:30. When you go and pick up, you only go to one site per week, but you get 7 breakfasts and 7 lunches for the week, and these meals are for kids ages 1 to 18. I don't believe there's any eligibility involved. You just have to go. It's a way to make sure that kids get a nutritious meal, not only that day that they go to pick it up, but for all week long, including the weekend. So that is great.
It's amazing.
So there we are. Do not forget very first thing I told you. We have an emergency situation in the area of the Austin Powder Plant in Vinton County. Chemical leak has occurred there sometime this morning. They have evacuated the plant. If you live on State Route 677 between US 50 on the south, State Route 278 on the north, you are ordered by the Vinton County Sheriff's Office to evacuate for your own safety. If you live in the village of Zaleski, which is nearby, shelter in place. That means stay indoors, do not leave until you're told that it's safe to do so. So watch the Telegram, Facebook, and website, listen to the radio, and we will keep you apprised of the best we can of this emergency situation. But I would call those things orders from the Vinton County Sheriff's Office, just not advice, but orders for your own safety.
All right, Pete. Well, thank you for all of that news, and make sure if you're in the Vinton County area to watch for that. Thank you guys for watching today, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Later, Gator.